Hey, I'm Matthijs van Gaalen. I am in fourth year political science on a specialization and with a minor in history, and I'm running for USC president. I really, excluding the spoke, I really like places that I can actually talk with people. I enjoy the conversations more than just being there and listening to the loud music and dancing. I enjoy dancing when it comes to like salsa and such, but I really like the conversations and the people you can meet. Matthijs, it does. It's Matthijs Jacob Jochem van Gaalen. And what that pretty much is that if you look at my dad's name, it's Matthijs as well. But if you go up to my grandfather, great-grandfather, his name's Matthijs, and then my great-grandfather is Jacob, and then Jochem is my grandfather's name. So I'm named after 3 generations in my family. So I used to study a lot previously, and the first night of previous to an exam, I just chilled and just didn't look at my textbook, because I think you have to mentally process things and actually be able to regurgitate it effectively, so you have to let your brain rest. This year it's entirely different. This year, when I was taking my exams, in first year, I was leading the LTC transit strike petition during the exam season, getting 7.5% of the population on that. So I literally had hours to study for my exam. It needs to be institutionalized, the idea that we actually can affect academic policy. And they say this is Senate's job, right? That's the biggest criticism Mike Tithcott gave me, that this is actually Senate jurisdiction. And I think that's the biggest mistake someone can make. And that's showing an inadequacy of understanding the position of president, because there are informal powers as well. And the informal powers are the way to influence people. And under being president, you can actually do a lot of influencing. And if you can develop a policy that represents diversity of student opinions, that's something an individual senator cannot do. Students don't have the freedom to take a broad education based on voluntarily taking that. They are forced into it through the breadth requirements, but I believe that the interest credit would make it voluntary, and I think you'd have a much broader education and you'd actually experience something. Because if it's marked based on pass-fail, one of your electives, it doesn't matter what you take what you're interested in. And that's already represented in Yale. It's represented in many other Ivy League schools as well. It's represented in McGill. And I think it shows a different precedent when it comes to academic policy. It shows that academics is about what you want to learn, not what you're forced to learn, right? And I think that's something that's misunderstood here at Western. So,
do you ever give short answers to questions?
No.